Undead, by the way.
Undead, okay, cool.
Actually, not so great at this matchup either. I tend to lose my heroes a lot.
Yeah, it's not easy. Invulnerability potions are very important.
No! Second altar.
Draw. Offer draw.
Is this how you do it?
No, but it's bad for... It's a bad... it's only because we're practicing. If we were preparing you for a tournament now, like if this... We're in week 2 of a 1 month commitment, right?
Yeah.
So...
It's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time now, but if this was the final week, we should see it through because it could happen for real. Like when you canceled your burrow.
You saw that?
No!
That's a little bit too much for my liking.
I have little birds. Someone linked it to me, the clip. Okay, Orc Mirror. Yeah, I'll take some notes during this. If you hear me type, I'll just prepare some notes for after.
For sure. I think this matchup, my plan is by far the clearest out of everything.
Yeah.
It's so... I don't want to call it brain dead, but, you know, like, there's very little people that do something different. And if they do something different, it's usually a tower rush. Oh, actually, I want to talk about it too later, the tower rush.
Sure. Do you still do Firelord, Farseer, Tower Rush yourself?
No, I don't. It's pointless.
Yeah.
I just win every game, I think. I checked my hero stats today, and I was, I think it was 6 out of 7 when I built Firelord.
Wins.
Yeah. And one time was when I accidentally forgot my altar and I went Firelord first.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then Farseer second. That wasn't great.
Your creep rat. What's your creep rat?
Okay, I'm gonna eat this guy. Maybe I eat him entirely. The entire camp, I'm gonna eat it, actually.
And then?
Then I go over here, I think. Just to check what the man is up to. Nobody.
Just start hitting him, walk back 4 steps. When the grunt arrives, the ensnare will synchronize you. You could have been hitting him with blade.
So, and then...
Ouch. Yeah, just start hitting, grunt arrives, take back 300 range to synchronize with the ensnared grunt.
Okay, I'm gonna need that explained in slow later again.
No problem. I'll make a note.
Please. What? Oh, that's allowed. Can I go in here?
No. That's a cancel. Remake to new. You didn't know. You have to remake a new one.
A new burrow?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, what if it gets a cancel? It's terrible.
Oh, really?
Oh, you didn't need to cancel yet. And you shouldn't have sent your blade away.
Oh, I thought I was gonna creep something.
No, this is very bad for you. You never get a second grunt.
Excellent choice. Are you hero and obey? Oh, we're under attack! Yes, excellent choice.
No point.
Are you hero and obey? I am yours. Excellent choice. Something you're doing? What task is there? Yes, yes, Lord. Excellent choice. Yes. Build more under attack. Are you hero and obey? Excellent choice. Build more. What do you want? What task is there? Yes, Lord. Double. Yes. I am your Oh, are you hero and obey? Doctor. Taste of my blade. Huh? Yes? Yes, Lord. What do you want? I am yours. What do you want? Huh? Smoke. What task is there? Yes? Time. Yes, Lord. We're under attack. Oh. Yes. Taste of my blade.
Can't cancel.
Excellent choice. We're complete. Time.
You need to start your tech outside of base. You cannot let this delay both your tech buildings.
What do you want? What task is there? Are you hero and obey? What do you want?
It could be like on top of your voodoo lounge so that he doesn't see it.
Master? What do you want? Yes, Lord. What do you want? What do you want? Oh. Yes. Master? I am yours. What do you want? My master?
Hex him, hex him.
Under attack. Yes. Time.
You will have to cancel. Or hex again, hex again, hex.
Yes, Lord. What do you
If you had dust,
am yours.
he dies.
Excellent choice. What task is there? Oh.
Should have taken solves there on shadow, but now you need to start creeping. Where do you think his shadow is? You have boots, you're level 2. You should mess with him.
Excellent.
In such situations where you lost a grunt, you should remake it. 3 grunts are needed for fast creeping.
Okay.
Make sure to go in with Windwalk so he doesn't know you're there. Get the heal solve, go to the goblin shop. Walk up, Merc camp is probably not where he is, but you can look. I think he's gonna do the shop. You can check it, the marketplace I should say. He might just be doing the 2 green camps on this side. Go to the shop with your shadow if he's not here. Okay, fight. He knows you're here, he saw with blade. Yeah, kill the raider, hex the raider, kill it. Windwalk, or you're dead. Okay, nice. Hex blade, hex blade, hex blade. Oh. Keep running and you won't die. Make Walker. He has 1 more hex. You need to speed scroll out. Your 3rd grunt will get caught. Okay, cool. Burrow. You need to creep with Shadow Blade together. He's faster level 2. Here's a heal wave. Mantle to Shadow. Creep your Mercamp. We're gonna try to creep up, but our Shadow is behind. So ideally we'd like to not fight, but we do want to know when he's coming. So soon you're gonna put a peon near his base to know if he's gonna attack you. Nearer. Warmill. Kodo is good in defense. After this, creep 2 orange camps next to you. You should contest click for this item. What if he was here?
That would not have been great.
We want a 2nd raider and then a Kodo. Kill the poison guys first normally, the left and the right. Purple ones, blue later. Contest click item if he's here. Spirit link, just in case. See, there he is. Take the item, take the item. You wanted that. Heal up, go to your shop. No, don't chase. Yeah, kill him. He's dead. Hex now. Hex. Okay, surround, hold. Heal your blade. It's 15 seconds. 10 seconds left. Okay, you're not. He baited you, but you can still focus him when he comes out. Link up. Pull the grunt away. Hit him. He will die. Okay, Kodo, make Kodo. Try to get your shadow out. Focus raiders. They are the ones that offer control. Focus only raider. Keep shadow running. You're gonna live with your shadow if you run. Focus is raiders and walkers. Make Kodo. Heal, you have heal, you have heal, you have heal. Critical 2. You're in a fight, so critical 2. Focus raiders or shadow. Nice. Remember, focus raiders or shadow. Nice, okay. He's through the game.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. At least you dragged the win. Let's talk about a couple of things. There's a lot of good material here.
Yeah.
You can open. I will start a game, and I'll show a couple of things. Early and mid game was very bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because you left your base and you didn't defend it, and then you didn't creep on the map either. You had plans to creep, he showed up once, you were not quite sure which camps to take, and in the end, Blade pretty much walked around the entire map twice while he was screwing up your main base.
Yeah.
So you're overthinking things a bit. It is okay to respond to the pressure that he was showing, where you literally just, because he's there, therefore you're going to be there too. So there are situations where what you did makes sense. If you feel like the amount of damage that someone can do in your base is not high, and because of that, they're wasting their time. And because of that, you want to use your time successfully somewhere else on the map. You're essentially showing a too high level thinking for this situation. In a sense, this is a good way to think, and lower level players won't even think of doing this. They will always just react and respond to what's in front of them. His blade shows up, therefore you stay at home, right? But in this case, he does have a threat, and I'll explain why. So first of all, in an orc mirror, you don't want to build it how you did it.
Okay.
So you did altar. I'm not actually showing you anything yet. Let me share the stream. Share screen. Okay. Ready? You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you built your burrow here, your first burrow. This is a mistake. Your first burrow needs to be here. As you may remember, your burrow got cancelled. You had your first burrow somewhere up top. I think it was here. No, it was here. Your first burrow was here. And then your next one came here. And the problem is, the second burrow is always more vulnerable because it can get cancelled.
First one cancelled.
So we built the first one in the most risky position. And then all the new ones go in a safer position.
Yeah.
So that's number one. And then if we speed this up a bit. You had this. Okay, now we get to this point. You hit it twice, and then you walk back 300, and then you synchronize with the grunt.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to say that you wanted to hear more about, right?
Yeah. Is it in general how you deal with... I guess it's only if there's a melee dude.
Yeah, anytime there's an ensnare guy, you know your grunt is gonna get surrounded if you show up with blade first. So I saw that you were standing still with the blade because you're like, I want to arrive same time. But there's no point to that because you want to kill things as fast as possible. The only downside is you take more damage. But that part doesn't matter because we are going to heal solve anyway.
Yeah.
Right? So then you end up taking to tier 2. And then your second burrow can be at the back. Here.
Okay.
Now, it can be here or it can be here. These are the two places it can be. It can also be here or here. And there is a reason for it. This one gets cancelled for free by someone that is then allowed to leave your base. Understand?
Yeah.
This is a full wall off, but when he cancels it, he can then leave your base, no threat. We are asking people, if you are taking the value proposition of a burrow cancel, you need to pay for it. And this is how they pay for it. 1 peon on these trees, blade goes in, you send in stuff to defend, and then you do this, war mill. Warmill is a tanky building. Now he's wind walking, he can't get out.
Yes. Hey, excellent choice.
Right? Then he's like, he has to reveal his own wind walk. Meanwhile, you've got peons shooting at the Blademaster.
Yeah.
He reveals himself. Your blade is inside, starts hitting. You then take a second peon out of the burrow. Then he's like, okay, I'm free. And then you do this. And he's like, oh,
Yeah.
damn it. And by that time, usually you have enough damage to kill the blade.
Okay. But your Blademaster needs to be in there with him.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, second burrow is critical. You were gonna explain me why.
I can do that. Yes.
Well, that's because you made the mistake of building it in front where it's so
okay.
easily
Gotcha.
cancelable. So the moment his blade shows up, the moment you realize he's not a trader of creeps, you creep, he creep, gentleman's agreement, no rush, right? Once you realize he's harassing, first you want to click him, you want to check, does he have double heal solve? Most likely he does, because he goes altar, burrow, shop, tech. Or altar, burrow, shop, racks, tech. But usually it's altar, burrow, shop, tech. So then he's going to leave his base with solves, and that can give you kind of the idea of what he's doing. That usually means he's not going to creep at all. He will stay in your base for 5 minutes, all the way until Shadow comes out.
Okay.
It also means his totem and bestiary are faster because he didn't make a Rax.
Right.
And that means that if you show up with Shadow, you go to the middle of the map, you may actually meet... He may already be like level 1.7, or maybe you will be with your blade and 3 grunts on the middle. You check your Shadow is 20%. You know his Shadow is going to show up now. So you can kind of recognize that timing offset.
Gotcha.
Because he teched faster. So once you realize my burrow is 40%, enemy blade showed up, he can reach it, immediately start another burrow here. This is even deeper in the base. Right? So if he's like, I'm going to cancel this, you know you're going to lose it. By the time he's done with it, this one will also be 40%, and right next to the burrow, which forces him to commit deeper into the base, which is fully walled off on one side, allows you to warmill block here for the second time. And eventually, when he runs out of mana, you can just lock him in with a unit right here on hold position.
And I can do this type of wall on every map?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, so basically the concept, the template for it is altar on one side, burrow on the other. That's number one. Altar as tight as possible to the Great Hall. So we don't want this, we want this.
Okay.
Because when you do this, I've seen you sometimes try to block someone in. And if your feeling gets better, then it'll work. But you may think like this is a block. And then actually it is not. See? So once you get like altar positioning closer, you pretty much can't get it wrong. There's no way where a hold position anywhere in the channel is not a block. So I've seen demons get out of your base that really should have died. Because you kind of have a loose formation. So from the very second when the game begins, in fact before the game begins, we need to work out the base layout in all 4 matchups.
Yeah.
Which
You have videos on this or no?
I have videos on this, yes. I have undead base layout, night elf base layout. Wait, let me see. Maybe my mods will find it for me, but I have some video on that, but we can just do it again. It's fine.
Okay.
Right. So this is basically orc mirror layout. I've just explained it to you.
Yeah.
And then when he's harassing tier 2 buildings, the cool thing is, because you're not doing random shit like this, because you always have a plan, burrow 1, kind of towards the front side of Great Hall, altar on the other side. Shop usually goes here to protect the burrow from surface area of attacks.
Really?
And to force him more into commits. Because this is kind of exposed burrow, right?
Yeah.
So usually you build, maybe you build your bestiary or your shop in front. It really depends if you're going for a forward shop. If you go for a forward shop, fine, that's okay. Then we try to build the bestiary here. Bestiary is tankier and faster building. Totem is usually more vulnerable. We can build the totem here and the warmill here. So this is why we always try to think of a 4x4 space in the back of our base, so that we have options not to do this shit, which can lead to a double cancel bestiary totem in the same place. We want to make people work for things. If they're gonna go for a cancel, we don't want them to be next to each other without any risk.
Yeah.
So recognize that this bestiary is a risk, but it is still a cheaper cancel than a totem.
Yeah.
One more thing you should know. I'll show it like this. What are you
The
seeing?
1-1. Yeah, the 1-1's better.
Yeah, 1-1's better.
Something need doing, boogie doing.
And this is equal.
Busted.
Now they have the same. So the first peon essentially counts double. So this is 4 peons. And this is 4 peons. Whereas this is 3 peons and this is 4 peons. First peon counts double.
Okay.
So anytime you get attacked, try to avoid doing this.
Yeah.
Also, have all lumber peons on a control group. I have them on 0. That wouldn't work for you. But it's nice to do it. Because sometimes I see like Night Elf comes into your base. You either do this or you do like this.
Yeah.
Take them all out, press E, they all go back to work. You press your peon for lumber, you can do this, and then quickly branch them off to spread them evenly between burrows.
Okay.
Okay. This is orc base layout. Let's do another one for the other 4 matchups.
What do you want?
I'm playing against human. I'm working with blade, grunts, raiders, which are small, fat units. Like my small units are still fat, is what I'm trying to say. So we are avoiding this. Because, as you may notice, when the Water Elemental and the Archmage party poopers show up, we want to bring headhunters to the back of our base.
Yeah.
So what we are not doing is what I'm showing you, which is exactly our orc base layout. This kind of layout, orc versus orc, is horrible against human. For all the same reasons it's good against enemy orcs. So what we're instead doing... We're creating more space. We're not touching trees. We're not too close to the Great Hall. Then, we're not touching the Great Hall, and we're not as far forward. Kind of here. It can also be like... It can be sometimes like this as well, and then this. Then this. And the shop would not be here, because that's a full wall off, and now we're going to get units stuck. When a unit from the barracks finishes, we want to make sure it doesn't get stuck against the burrow and the voodoo lounge. Because then, if we're getting towered or attacked, unit pops out, even in the most defensive location. If he has 1 unit here, it gets blocked, and then has to go all the way like this while getting fired at by rifles. So instead, we would sooner do this. Now it has an escape route here. Another thing we don't do against humans is this. Because now, we only got a couple of spaces to repair while he's attacking. Instead, we would even sooner do this with 1 gap, or better yet, 2 gaps. 1 gap allows us to move command here and then repair from here. Right, so we got more surface area. But the 1 gap problem is he can go through with footies and we can't go through with grunts and headhunters and blade, etc. So usually we try to do at least a double gap between burrows. And also instead of the burrow here, it should be here so that, again, this is an abusable location for footmen, but not for grunts and headhunters. So basically, against human, we're trying to build really wide. There's not really a very clear... there's not like a very clear definitive pattern that's required. There's just best practices. So you can even sometimes have your altar in the back. If you build your first burrow in the back, like here, and then your shop is here, they sometimes start attacking the shop with 1 footie and it'll drop to half life, which is kind of annoying. But if you build your burrow here, then the footie can stand here on hold position and attack your peons, which is annoying. So you basically pick your poison. I'd say peons are more important to protect usually. Usually humans love to attack burrows. So rather than doing this and this, where they can't cover each other, it may be better to do this and this. So now they can cover each other.
Okay.
And notice how it's all open, so we got spaces. Next burrow might be here, and then we're gonna have something here, and we're gonna have something here, and we're gonna have something there, and then something there. So open base layout allows us to escape. But we still got things we can do where we can put a peon on hold position here or here, and then like I need to escape with something, so I put the peon inside and then I escape and I take it out, put it on hold again, so that we become the boss of our own gym. Okay. Then against Night Elf, it kind of depends. Sometimes they come and cancel tier 2 buildings, and for that you can build it just like against Orc, which is like this, right?
Yeah.
This will help you to protect again. Oh, and actually, I like it more to build the barracks here and then make sure that the shop is the wall off, because barracks is tankier and shop will now be harder to attack. And then eventually we will build our Torrent Totem here and our Bestiary here. So we're going to cut everything away that we need to cut away.
Okay.
And eventually you want to open this up so that Bestiary and Totem units can escape very freely from both sides, not just here, which can be gapped by one unit, but also from the bottom. So we're gonna target this area for chopping. We don't need to chop this except because it's economical trees, and we don't need to chop here. We want to remove this part. This will also allow us a lot of space to move around the shop, which will be a major fighting location priority for us.
Okay.
Yeah. The second way to build against... this is basically the primary way to build against Elf. And you had this guy that go in with Demon Immolation, right?
Yeah.
It's surprising how much punishment he can take, correct?
Yeah, it's very surprising.
You have several units and a blade, and Demon is just like happily dancing with Immolation. So, yeah, that's why it's good to have the burrow here and not here. Because this burrow may still be able to help against the demon that's in your worker line, see?
Yeah.
So make sure that every single burrow can attack your worker line, and you need to have one burrow within this range of your worker line, guaranteed. If you don't, then Immolation Demon goes into your worker line, and you'll have to walk too far. It'll cost too much.
Yeah. It's very annoying.
This also allows us to get grunts in position that come out and pretty readily do a full wall off. So now he's trapped. At least we can make him use a staff or a TP.
Wait, is he completely... He can't go... The left side is locked?
This is locked, yes. Look. This is locked, see?
Okay. If there's no green space, it means no unit can walk.
Yeah. Yeah, well, peons can.
Okay. Yeah, but no fatties.
Yeah, no fatties. And there are some things that have soft corners and some hard corners. So a war mill is actually a hard corner building. As you can see, I can walk past this tree. But war mills are actually hard. So there's no space between the war mill and the tree.
Yeah.
So war mill and burrow have hard corners. That means there's no gap. Trees are also hard. See? But shops, barracks, Great Hall, altar are soft, and there's always a gap between trees and soft buildings. So it's just war mills and burrows. And then graveyards are soft, blacksmith is hard, farms are hard, burrows are hard, ziggurats are hard.
You can kind of see it though. You can feel it.
Yeah, you can kind of feel it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It changes the footprint. So they have a bigger footprint than their actual collision.
Yeah.
So this is Night Elf, human, and orc. So there's only undead. Against undead, it mostly doesn't matter how you build.
Nice.
You usually... usually it doesn't matter too much. Against undead, I would say there's limited value to do a very forward burrow. They don't tower rush you a lot. They don't do a lot of timing attacks. The first attack that comes to orc base is usually 10 minutes. You want to make sure you don't give them a very easy Cryptlord Beetle Ghoul Surround target.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so usually against undead, you'll just do something like this, which is fine.
Okay.
This is fine, right? And then shop somewhere here. Okay, that's about it for layouts. Let's see if you can implement that.
Yeah. Let's see if we can implement that.
We didn't really talk too much about the replay yet. The second burrow in the back makes him commit. The war mill blocks. A third burrow can always be made in anticipation for cancels. So long as you have money, there's no reason to delay third burrow. I know that when you were watching Lin against Colorful, if you watched that, he pretty much went to tier 2 with double burrows specifically without making a bonus third burrow.
Yeah,
but the reason is because he's saving up and investing in second hero, totem, bestiary, and Great Hall, and another peon. Right? So because of that, the third burrow doesn't fit. But if you're just playing one base, not with an expansion, it's better to make the third burrow faster, as it makes you more resilient to cheese.
Okay. Clear as day.
Okay. Let's go for another game.
Okay. Oh, another orc.
Okay. This is a good thing. It's destiny.
Check low. Is it the same guy we just played? I'm so bad at names.
You can share when you have time. You just played Captain Kackwurst. Captain
Did I?
Shit Sausage.
Wait, I'm messing up my thing because I'm struggling with the share. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, I shared it.
Got it.
Okay, so this is exactly how I always build, rather
Yeah.
than...
Yeah, you messed up your layout again.
Yeah. Let's see if I can still save it.
Yeah.
So this is too far away, or this is
No,
fine?
it's one gap, but you didn't leave yourself space to build a war mill on the inside. The burrow altar, don't leave a war mill block there. And your second burrow, no matter what, will be exposed like cheese with holes. Your whole base is cheese with holes. So there's no way to keep your second burrow alive. You're in fact not going to build it there at the barracks. You're going to build it more towards the back. You have 6 workers in mind.
I want to chat with the guy, but it's too much.
I know.
So I'm sorry, check.
He'll watch this and he'll know.
Yeah,
You're
he'll-
not meaning it out of PM, you're trying to focus. And you're already talking to me.
Yeah, it's too much.
Are you not shopping?
Yeah, I am. It's too late.
You could still do a 16 pop shop. Now you
Yeah,
can't shop
okay.
anymore unless you cancel the PM.
Yeah. This is how I usually do it, except then I build the shop much faster. I don't know why or what the purpose is, but
You don't always need to build an advanced shop, it has pros and cons. Where are you
Okay.
gonna creep? Orange top?
I don't know.
Or-
Usually I
orange
check
top.
which creep seems doable.
Yeah, because you don't know all the maps by heart.
Yeah, I don't know any maps by heart.
We'll go
Yeah.
orange top, they have an ensnare creep. You start with solo blade.
Excellent choice. Hey. Yes, Lord. Yes. Work task is there. Ha! What you want, I am yours. I will do and obey. Hey. Excellent choice. Yes,
You should walk back faster.
Lord. I will do and obey. Work task.
Now it's barely worth it. You can also just start attacking and then wind walk. And then they de-aggro and then grunt comes in.
Okay.
Make burrow?
Yes, Lord.
Here?
No, in the back.
Oh.
Because it's fine. Just but make another burrow ASAP and be ready to defend it.
Yes, sir.
Work task is there.
Now, burrow. Should have been higher. Remember, you need to leave spaces in the back for building.
Yes, Lord. Excellent choice.
Okay, speed scroll is safer, but this is fine. Go to the shop, buy circlet.
Oh. Hey. Excellent choice.
Bring grunt with you.
Yes, sir.
Go to his turtle.
Work task.
But I don't know what
The
this turtle
small
is.
green to the right. Yeah, go here, go here. You can just hit steal. You can steal, but if you show with grunt, he's more likely to know you're here. Send grunt to his base so you can kind of see his flow. Blade can track him. Grunt, just take a small look in his base and then come back. Just hit whatever you can, max DPS. You don't need boots. That's a shop. He doesn't have a shop. So now you know Farseer can be low. If he takes you past the shop, you don't need to cancel that. If he takes you past... He's trying to lead you on a goose chase. If you buy speed scroll, you can chase. Otherwise, just find the Farseer. Find the halfling! Alright, creep. Just creep by yourself. Take the green camp that you are about to meet in the middle. No. Never double back. Just take the one in the middle. Near you now. Yeah, start this. Your grunt don't need to be here either. You know where he is. Or you can track him, whatever you want.
Now it's me who's leading him on the goose chase.
Yeah, but you only see one grunt now. You don't know where Farseer is. Is he coming to where you are? You lost him. I think he went back to shop. Check if it's true. Heal solve yourself. Go to the remainder of where you stole the turtle for. Get ready to build your tech. Always totem first.
Oh.
And totem in the back. Yeah, go top. Avoid him. Go to the top. The top do that. Top right do that. You want to take
This?
valuable things. You notice how he's wasting time? So you want to do the greediest thing you can do because you know where he is and he doesn't know where you are.
Is this the greediest thing?
Yeah, up, go up. No, up. Up. This one.
This.
Above you.
This.
Above you. Yes, to do that.
I don't know what a do that is.
A do-that is anything that has a box on the map, like an S or a T or an L.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, take the Ogre Mage. Alright. Sell the cloak after you kill him. Get it ready. Yeah, pick up item. You can finish or you can run away. Both is okay. If you're scared, you run away. And if you want to finish, because you're greeting, you get a lot of XP. He's probably doing the shop. Get full items. Normally a clarity as well. He just found crystal ball. This is found from the shop. Now you know it's true. He's below your shadow. Don't go there yet. Make another burrow in preparation for shitstorm to happen. Okay, heal yourself and start windwalk chasing him. And regroup shadow and grunts together and blade by himself. Go to your natural with shadow. Your goal is now shadow level 3. You know he's done this, so you didn't need to go here. You need to think, where is he next? Probably the orange camp below you or his expo. Hex the one that does snare casting, and don't get yourselves cancelled. Yeah, he's not there. Check his expo. The other expo. He would not be on this turtle. This is too hard. The one on the right. So get your war mill ready. Your goal is shadow 3 units. All the way to 46, and then a Kodo, and then you attack. You're a little bit ahead. So that's your goal.
What?
Yeah, start attacking peons. It's fine. This is good. Just keep creeping shadow. You don't need to attack yet. Go to the laboratory and hex the inner fire creep. Just keep up steady unit production and make sure that your costs are low.
My costs?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
make sure you don't like waste money on anything. Don't waste time. Stay near with the blade. If he has no dust, you need to check. Does he have dust? No? Then you can just move command, check him. So you creep this, then you creep the orange below you. Kill the mud
Do I
golem.
spirit link while creeping?
Yeah, definitely. And you want to kill the mud golem first. Slow makes them target fire, the slow target. Okay, just kill peon, let him know you're still there. And then you windwalk again. And then you just wait again. Okay. Spirit Walker upgrade. Or another Walker is also fine. It's both fine. I know what you were thinking. Yeah, started killing again. You know there's no creeps that he can take, top right. Which are valuable. Oh, Wyverns, okay. You can cancel whatever you were doing and make a bat. He will attack you. He has nothing to do here, so he will attack you soon. Make sure he heals self up. And take the small green to your left for level 3. With shadow. But make sure you do not attack with those 2 grunts that are heal solving. But start it fast. And don't tank with raiders. Your blade, your blade. Just finish it, get level 3, heal wave. Heal wave. Use it, use it. Turn around, focus shadow. Everything on shadow, speed scroll. Make sure you're linked. You can also focus Wyvern, it's on the ground now. You need to focus something. You're not focusing anything. And snare a Wyvern and attack it. Make new bats, make Walker, make Headhunter. If you do not focus Wyvern, you will not win this fight. Morph your Walkers. You have lost, but this fight was very winnable. It was complete micro problem. You can't win anymore.
Yeah.
GG. So the expansion was a little surprising. We could have spent more time, I guess, hitting peons. the fact that he went to the top after you let's say like we needed you to keep him at his peon line, because at the top of the map there was actually nothing left. The red camp was too strong, and you took away the most valuable camp that was also there, which was the ogre mage. And the only 2 camps that were left there were the 2 small murloc camps, and those are too valuable for an army of his size. So it was very good that he went to the top, but the conclusion would be is that he finds nothing, which is the good part. But it also means that therefore afterwards he must attack your main, because there's nothing else that's sensibly next to him. Make sense?
Yeah.
And because of that, we were in a rush to get Shadow level 3. You just had the Labo, you were 2.8. I asked you to go to the Murloc, but it went too slowly. This should be part of the plan to get Shadow 3 as fast as possible. Keep moving. Right, so it went a little slow. Then you heal self the grunts, but they are too much part of the fight, so they are able to potentially get cancelled again on the solve. So you want to separate them. And then once we saw that there's wyverns, we needed to make bat, but we needed to make more bats. So you made 1, because I said make
How
a bat.
many bats? You need 2 bats for 1 wyvern?
No,
or
1.
bat.
Just 1.
1. Oh, wow.
So you could just keep making bats. And because you had 800 gold at the end of the battle, that means that you could have kept making headhunters or grunts, right? Either one works.
Yeah.
So it's a unit production error. This might be a knowledge gap, because I know your macro normally is good enough to keep making units during the battle. Because,
Yeah.
But you don't know what you should make per se.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is very often what happens, is that when I'm not entirely sure on, like on new situations, I very often just stop producing units.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get to a conclusion myself yet.
Exactly. And you don't have time to think about it during the fight.
Yeah.
So for Blade, a very common problem happened to me as well, even when I'm in top shape. If Windwalk gets activated, we forget to use a follow-up attack, and we've actually dropped our DPS. So baseline should be don't Windwalk. Or if you do, you keep controlling him then over the next 1-2 seconds to make sure he's hitting.
Yeah.
Wyverns can be dealt with pretty easily. He has no Spirit Link, you do. The way that I would see this fight go is that your bat blows up a Wyvern, you ensnare another Wyvern, and then you just target fire it with everything. And then once you do that, the only thing you need to make sure is that your Shadow doesn't get grunts around it. So it's actually very simple, that fight. Ensnare Shadow and focus him, or ensnare Wyvern and focus him. But the problem is, when you went for the Shadow, there is no cohesion with the rest of your army.
It was just my
Raiders,
Blademaster.
yeah, your Raiders kept staying on the left. They were getting hit by the grunts.
Yeah.
Right? And so in this moment, did you have control group 1? Is everything together?
Yeah, control group 1. That's it.
Yeah, so I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing you press 1 and then right click on the Shadow.
I'm actually allowed to just do that?
Yeah. Just take literally everything you have, leave whatever they were doing. And so there must be a reason why you think you can't do it. What is the reason?
Because the units are so dumb. They keep bumping into each other every time you give like full commands. So what I do is I kind of I give like individual, like I use it, the control group 1 is I use it more as like a movement key, you know? And then I grab units from within that.
Do you box select during fight?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Okay. This
Or
is fine.
double-click stuff.
This is fine. But in this case, Raiders are completely doomed. When you leave 2 Raiders against 5 grunts, can you fire up the replay? And just
I
speed...
already have it fired up.
Okay, fire up the replay, speed to the end, and show it to me.
He got the expansion really early, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like freaking fast.
Yeah.
Kind of tricked me.
Yeah, it tricked me too. This is one of those invalid builds that still has a lot of strength. So here, because he left, you need to immediately start attacking peons. The goal here is to keep him in his base.
Yeah.
To buy you more
It's not
time.
allowed to do this.
So you did this, and then... Okay, this is fine. Now we know there's wyverns, so we're on a clock to get as
I knew
much
he was
anti-air.
attacking me, and I should have just followed him, first of all, with my blade, because I
Yeah.
knew there was no dust.
Yeah, you could just M-click on him.
I should have moved these downstairs.
Yeah,
not to
Grunt
the
should be
top.
downstairs because you know he's coming. Now you should be non-stop producing. I did say make Headhunter during this, but you
I
were
didn't
too
hear
busy.
that. Yeah. It's crazy supply, though.
It's fine though. Like you win this easily. You kill wyverns, you kill shadow. And wolves can
Yeah.
be disenchanted, grunts can be ignored. He has no lockdown for the most part. Okay. So you ensnare the wyvern, but there's no point because there's no follow-up. You should just press 1, right-click wyvern.
Okay. He's doing nothing.
Shadow should now walk to the shop. Should have walked to the shop a long time ago and just buy mana pot, drink it. Because mana pot is 150 and you've got 700 and it literally helps every single time you have a, you have a mana pot. And Blades should buy heal pot and then hit Shadow. You can come out of this windwalk with 1 HP, hit Shadow and then heal pot. You also have invul. So the sooner you kill Shadow or wyverns, the less threat there is against you.
Yeah. This seems like a fun build.
Don't don't fall in love with it. It sucks ass.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. He didn't even get the grunt upgrade. That saddens me.
Let's go another.